In the wake of a tragedy like what happened at the Boston Marathon, you're going to want to give back. But how do we know the organization that we're giving back to isn't a scam? We're here with Peggy Penders of the Better Business Bureau with little information on picking the right charity to donate to. So Peggy, give us a little bit of a history behind what we're talking about.
Good morning, Matt. You know, it's unfortunate. The Better Business Bureau sees this situation time and time again. But when a tragedy strikes, we all want to do something. We feel helpless. We want to help. Scammers know this. So they're very active already, putting up fake charity organizations, using social media. There's been Twitter pages and blogs on different sites and Facebook messages. So we've got to be very careful. Number one, you've got to be thoughtful about where you're going to give. You've got to take the time to do your homework. That is the number one thing. The Better Business Bureau has an entire division called the Wise Giving Alliance, hundreds of charities that are there for you to look at and review. You can certainly use our information or the information that we use to actually tell you whether this charity is legitimate or not. There are 20 different standards that we look at.
And what are some of those standards? What are the standards that are the most important to look for?
Well, you want to make sure that they're registered properly, that you know how much of your donation is actually going to be going to the service or the program that you're interested in supporting. You want to make sure that there's at least 80% of your dollars going to go to that particular charity and that service, not paying for fundraising efforts, not paying for the administrative staff or other needs that that charity has to actually execute those services and programs. That's one of the things to look for. Another is to look at their governance. Do they have a board in place, and how often do they meet? So they have some oversight.
And then, you know, with the bigger charities that we know are, established charities, how do we start to begin to find out if the money we're giving to them is going to something like the Boston Marathon? Are there special funds within those charities that are set up?
Well, there are, and that's another thing to look for, is that that charity has experience in this particular situation. How are they going to be helping it? Have they done this before? You've got to make sure that they have a good track record in that particular area.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Peggy. It's always good to sort through the weeds with you. And of course, we'll post all of this information on our website, wingingit.tv.